everybody, and welcome to the Muscogee County Coaches Show. Every other Wednesday, we interview different head coaches of Muscogee County schools, and I'm excited because we got volleyball playoffs going on. We got softball playoffs. The football season's almost done. Our first coach on the Muscogee County Coaches Show is a coach that's having a fantastic season. It is the head volleyball coach of the Columbus Lady Blue Devils, Coach Carson Laye. Coach, how you been?
Been good. Thank you. Excited to be here.
I'm definitely excited to have you on the Muscogee County Coaches Show. Before we talk about how the season has gone so far, just tell us a little bit about your coaching background. How long have you been the volleyball coach, and where did you get your start?
Well, I have been the coach at Columbus High School for the past 4 years. Prior to that, I was the coach at Coosa High School. So I was the head coach there for 1 year, and prior to that, I was the assistant coach. I've been coaching 11 years, so I was 7 years at Coosa High School, and we won 3 state championships there in a row. So,
Coach, congratulations so far on the season. You actually got off to a slow start. You were 1-5, but you were able to go through that region schedule, and you ended up defeating Sumter County in the region tournament. The way the bracket is set up, you played Carver in the first round. You defeated them in 3 sets convincingly. As you get ready for the second round, you're hosting Appling County at Columbus High this Saturday at noon. So talk about how the season has gone so far, and what are the expectations for the volleyball team as you're going through the GHSA state playoffs?
Well, you're right. We did get off to a rocky start. We had some changes. We graduated some key seniors, one of those being our setter. And so in volleyball, the setter's kind of like your quarterback. And so we actually brought in a freshman setter this year. We were very lucky to have a talented freshman setter come in. But you have that adjustment with your hitters, with your offense, of adjusting to a new setter, a new ball delivery, having a freshman adjusting to high school pace and all of that. So we definitely had some growing pains in August, and I definitely scheduled a tough pre-region schedule. We played in a lot of tournaments, played a lot of big schools, went up in Atlanta and beyond. So we definitely saw that pay off, though, when it came time for region play, that we were ready and we were very competitive and strong in our region play. And so we're trying to continue to get better as we go and host Appling on Saturday, all of that.
Well, Coach, let's talk about the team itself, because I think that the key is when you're winning these games, you got to have a solid front line. And it starts with Kiera Parsons, who leads the team with 2.4 kills per set. Just a fantastic hitting on that front line, but also, and she's just a junior, by the way. Mm-hmm. And then you also have Mariana Oliveras. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Averaging 2.1.
Mariana Oliveras.
Mariana Oliveras, who averages 2.1 kills per set, and then Andy Majors with 1.7 kills per set. But it just tell us who the libero is. For those who don't know what a libero is, that's a defensive specialist. They wear the different jersey, which was kind of confusing. I was actually on the broadcast and thought that was the captain.
Well, she is actually our captain. Our libero is our captain. Our libero is Audrey Bergamy, and she is a lockdown defender. She reached her 1,000th career dig this year, and she's only been the libero for 2 seasons. She's actually converted outside. Even though she's shorter, she has got a huge vertical, but she plays some amazing defense, and without her, we would not get up half the balls that we get up. So the libero's job, they're a defensive specialist, and they can stay in full time. That's why they have the different color jerseys. So they go in, they don't sub like normal, and they can go for any player. Most teams run it for 2 players when they get to the back row, some of their front rows. So we run it for our middles. So when our middles get to the back row, she goes in for them and plays across the back row. It's why you will see her on the court almost at all times.
All right, Coach. Let's say you need to get some points. Your team is down. Who is the go-to server that has the most serving aces on the team?
That would be Emma Sakura, our freshman setter. She actually had 19 aces last night against Carver. She almost served an entire match at the service line. So she's definitely one of our strongest servers out there. That's why we have her start first at serving.
I do want to talk about, I'm looking at the schedule. We did live stream some games on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We were part of that tri-match on August the 13th, taking on Northgate and then taking on St. Appicelli, which, by the way, they just won a state championship for the GIAA. You took on Brookstone, who was the runner-up in the GIAA. I mean, you talked about some of the teams you faced, like Savannah Country Day, Savannah Christian, Central of Carrollton, just higher classification teams. Langston Hughes, Northside, Central, who's 7A over in Alabama. What does that mean just to have a tough non-region schedule getting you ready for region play and then eventually the playoffs?
Yeah, that's a big thing. I like to see where we are at the start of the year. Unfortunately, this year I called it a reality check because we knew we had the pieces, but we weren't quite sure how together we would be playing in August. And we quickly found out that we are not all together there. So we talked about, I pulled my seniors in that first week and I was like, hey, we've got to, moving forward, if we want to get where we want to be at the end of the season, we've got to, fix some things. And so they really bought into that, and they've been great leaders in pulling the team together. Because like I told them, we have the skills, but we've got to play together as a team. And they've done a great job of helping us get together as a team, playing for each other. We've definitely seen the progression, and it motivates us to keep working because we have faced some tough 2A competition even, and know that, hey, we weren't quite where we needed to be able to beat those teams. So what do we keep working on to be able to beat them at the end of the season?
Well, Coach, I know that the whole city is excited about this second round matchup this Saturday against Appling County. If you're able to beat Appling County, what does the bracket look like for the quarterfinals? Would you be able to be hosting a quarterfinal matchup, or did they have the GHSA coin flip, and did they determine who's going to be hosting the quarterfinals?
So they actually changed up how they're doing 1 through 3A this year with power rankings. And so at the end of the season, they re-ranked everybody from 1 through 32. They pulled out all the private schools, put them in their own bracket. And so they used like your standings in the region and then your records to determine where you fell. And so we actually got the number 3 seed. So we'll host all the way to the Final Four, because the Final Four will be held at a neutral site. Well, so if we keep winning, we keep hosting.
Yeah, that is amazing. And, we might be able to live stream some games on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Good luck this rest of the way in the playoffs. I'm excited, and I know that your team's excited as well. My final thing before I let you go, Coach, just talk a little bit about your coaching staff. Who are some of the coaches that you rely on just to help just get prepared for game time?
So I have my assistant coach, Coach Millie Brooks Millender. She normally coaches my JV, but then when JV season's over, she comes up and helps us at the varsity level. And she's a great sounding board. If I am trying to decide, like, hey, what are some things you think we need to work on? Another set of eyes just to like be seeing, and even a fresh set of eyes in the sense, she's been with the JV. She comes into varsity. I've kind of been seeing them all season. She can come in and say, hey, these are some things I am immediately seeing that we might need to work on. So that's always helpful. We have some great managers this year that have been helping us get ready and be competitive in practice so that we're ready at game time too.
And one last thing I forgot to mention, just let everybody know how they can get tickets to Saturday's match, and how are they able to come out and support the Columbus Lady Blue Devils as they get ready for this crucial second round matchup against Appling County?
So tickets will be available via GoFan. And since it is a playoff match, you do have to purchase tickets or have a GHSA pass to get in. We'll be playing at the CHS gym at 12. Doors will open at 11:15. And we'd love it if everyone would come out and support us and be loud. And we love having an environment and taking advantage of our home crowd.
Well, good luck, Coach. And we're excited, and we hope that you make a deep playoff run, and looking forward to seeing you back here on the Coaches Show.
All right. Thanks so much. Thanks for having me.
All right. That is the Columbus volleyball head coach, Coach Carson Laye. We're going to go and take another break, but when we come back, we'll have another Muscogee County Coaches Show as you're watching the Muscogee County Coaches Show here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
your grills out this summer with Pepsi, the official beverage of Grills Night Out.
Football is back, and the only thing that makes it better is some delicious food from Zaxby's. They're a proud sponsor of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And I can tell you that everyone on this team loves their chicken. Get all the favorites, such as their signature chicken sandwich, or try the new chicken finger tacos with your favorite drink. From amazing salads, wings, chicken fingers, and some of the best drinks around, there isn't a better way to enjoy our broadcast without getting some fantastic meals from Zaxby's. Check out the two here in Phoenix City, one off Crawford Road and the other on US 80. Thank you again to Zaxby's for sponsoring Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And make sure you call them for all your catering and tailgating needs this football season.
And welcome back to the Muscogee County Coaches Show. As on the show now, I've got the Spencer volleyball coach, Coach Pam Smith, also known as Coach K. Coach, congratulations on the road victory over Miller Grove. You're on to the second round of the volleyball playoffs. Before we talk about how the season's going so far, just give us a little bit of your background, how long you've been the Spencer volleyball coach, your volleyball background, and what are some of the things that you took to get to this point?
Well, my as far as volleyball, it was kind of inherited to me. I initially came to Spencer in 2017 with doing basketball. Picked up volleyball because one of the coaches went another direction, and so this is actually my 5th year. And volleyball is a different beast. It's a different animal. I've come to love it. It's a lot of strategizing. Like I said, my background was primarily basketball, but as a teacher, you tend to learn, and I try to surround myself around people that know more than me. As far as the team is, I had 8 seniors last year. The last 2 years, we have made it to the first round and kind of just hit that Achilles heel, hit that little rock, and we couldn't get past it. And so I'm so excited that this year we finally made it past the first round. Going into the second round. The girls are young as far as experience. I have 5 seniors. One of them got injured during the spring, and so that was my other setter. I do a 2-setter system. So I had to bring in another person, Alexandra Burke. She's been my staple as my primary setter, but then Danielle Jones, she came in and she's learning the role. And with these girls, they're just gelling at the right time. They're gelling at the right time, and we're excited with what this program has to offer thus far.
Yes, and we know about Alexandria Burke. She was part of the Burke sisters on that basketball team.
That triad.
Yeah, I just was curious, Coach, did Naomi Burke play volleyball too?
Yes. Her last year. Naomi played the first 4 years. My first year starting off, she was a freshman coming in, and then her senior year, she had an amazing senior year. She was on the second team all region. She's one of our, like I said, I do the 2-setter system. So her and Alexandra Orara, they tag team with each other. I call them the dynamic duo.
Yeah, we definitely miss Naomi, as she is just an incredible athlete. And I know that she has gone on to graduate. Looking forward to seeing what your team is going to be doing as they take on Union County in the second round of the GHSA 2A volleyball playoffs on October the 19th. Do we have a time yet? Or I know this is going to be on the road, but what's the time frame that you guys are going to be playing on Saturday?
So we're going to be playing at 4 p.m. We just got it solidified this morning. That's a long trip. I'm not used to these these Georgia schools, because I'm primarily from Alabama, 20 years over in Phoenix City. So I'm learning these new schools, learning the different systems, what Georgia has to offer.
Well, Coach, you talked about the seniors that you lost from last year's team, and we talked about Alexandria Burke. Let's talk about Vanessa Aaron, only a sophomore, leading the team with 1.6 kills per set. How important is to have somebody on that front line that's able to get kills that leads to points, and it really builds momentum, especially going in that set?
Now it's interesting that Vanessa has really turned it around. We had, going into region tournament, we had one of our primary seniors. She was out due to COVID, so she was out a whole week. And then we had one of our other hitters. She sprained her ankle, so everybody's just been stepping up, and she's one of them. You talk about the kills she's had, but she's a phenomenal server. And think about it, she's ambidextrous. So a lot of those hits, you don't know if she's going to hit with her right hand or her left hand, and she will most definitely trick the opponents with that maneuver. But we are so excited with her. Like I said, she really has turned around and becoming that leader that we need as a sophomore.
Yeah, absolutely. You do have some seniors on this team, especially serving in that back line. Zion Menard leads with serving aces, got 11 on the season. Alexandria Burke has got 10 serving aces, and Danielle Jones. So you have a trio of seniors that have really led the way in that back lineup. What are some of your other specialty players? Like, who is your libero, whatever it's called, the one that wears the different jersey?
Well, I don't have a libero. I tried that my first year. It was so complicated. So we're just sticking with that defensive specialist. And everybody steps up at that point. You didn't mention Adriana Willis. She's one of our other seniors. So she had a phenomenal game last night. I think she had like 10 aces. And she's one of our hitters as well. And she's, like I said, she's just coming back off of COVID, been out all week during the region tournament. And so she's coming back real strong.
Well, Coach, you've moved on to the second round. If you're able to get past Union County, the quarterfinals are going to be on October the 22nd. Is there a message you want to send out to the Spencer community? Is there a way they could support the volleyball team? If they can't make the trip to Union County, is this going to be live streamed on the NFHS network?
I'm not sure if it's going to be live streamed, but I just want to thank the Spencer supporters, the Green Wave Nation, the parents, the faculty, the staff, everybody. Thank you for the encouraging words. Like I said, we're young. We lost a lot of people. A lot of people didn't expect us to be this far. Right now, considering the last 2 years, we've made it, and it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing. We are gelling at the right time, and I'm so proud of these young ladies.
Well, Coach, we are just proud of this Spencer volleyball team just getting a big road victory over Miller Grove and moving on to the second round of the playoffs. Good luck against Union County, and looking forward to having you back on soon.
All right, thank you so much.
Absolutely. That is the Spencer head volleyball coach, Coach Pam Smith, also known as Coach K. We're going to take another commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have the Carver football coach, Coach Pierre Coffey, as they got a big matchup against Sumter County that's coming up this Thursday. You don't want to go anywhere. It's the Muscogee County Coaches Show right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock, and their partnership with everything that we do. And without business like Buffalo Rock, we wouldn't be able to go cover softball, volleyball games, every type of high school sport you can think of, local college games, and professional. So thank you to those businesses that support us, and specifically Buffalo Rock. And next time you're watching a Georgia Alabama Sports Live broadcast after a nice long day, why not enjoy it with a nice, refreshing Sorry? The best lemon lime soda around. Thank you to Sorry and Buffalo Rock for our partnership on Georgia Alabama.
My name is Quinteria Perry, and this is my CVCC story. I've graduated from CVCC with my associates in medical assistant, and I received my certification from CVCC. The training that I got from CVC and being prepared to come and do clinicals helped tremendously. I started looking at scholarships, and the Ambassador Scholarship was interesting to me because you did events to earn your scholarship and you meet people. My favorite part about my job is meeting patients every day. They will crack me up every day. They make my day better. I would recommend CVCC to anyone that asks because of the scholarships, the teachers, the small stuff that you can't get at a university. They actually take the time out for each student.
Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC offers popular full-size trucks with a legacy of strength and durability. Side by side, the new Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra 1500s discounted up to $13,000 off. Or big heavy-duty Chevy and GMC 2500s discounted up to $8,000 off. Rugged durability, powerful engines, and advanced technology. Choose your perfect truck today at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
Football is back, and the only thing that makes it better is some delicious food from Zaxby's. They're a proud sponsor of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And I can tell you that everyone on this team loves their chicken. Get all the favorites, such as their signature chicken sandwich, or try the new chicken finger tacos with your favorite drink. From amazing salads, wings, chicken fingers, and some of the best drinks around, there isn't a better way to enjoy our broadcast without getting some fantastic meals from Zaxby's. Check out the two here in Phoenix City, one off Crawford Road and the other on US 80. Thank you again to Zaxby's for sponsoring Georgia-Alabama Sports Live, and make sure you call them for all your catering and tailgating needs this football season. Georgia-Alabama Sports Live will be your go-to for all your favorite high school and collegiate games this fall. From the Carver Tigers to the Columbus Blue Devils, the Harris County Tigers and Northside Patriots, the Glenwood Gators and Calvary Christian Knights, the Pacelli Vikings and Brookstone Cougars, to the Smith Station Panthers and Russell County Warriors. From CVCC, Pirates basketball and baseball, and every tournament from here to Macon. We are the #1 destination for anything happening in East Alabama and West Central Georgia. Be sure to like and follow us on YouTube and Facebook, and stay tuned for even more amazing ways we will be bringing Georgia-Alabama Sports Live to you this upcoming season. We can't wait to come see you next.
Introducing Gatorade Water. Alkaline and electrolyte infused for great taste. Gatorade Water, always in motion. I'm thirsty.
Try this.
Starry.
It's a lemon lime soda that's crisp, clear, and
so refreshing.
Bro, chill. It was a soda. Starry lemon lime soda. It's different.
Georgia-Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to one of our presenting sponsors, Buffalo Rock, and their partnership with everything that we do. And without businesses like Buffalo Rock, we wouldn't be able to go cover softball, volleyball games, every type of high school sport you can think of, local college games, and professional. So thank you to those businesses that support us, and specifically Buffalo Rock. And next time you're watching a Georgia-Alabama Sports Live broadcast after a nice long day, why not enjoy it with a nice, refreshing Sorry? The best lemon lime soda around. Thank you to Sorry and Buffalo Rock for our partnership on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Football is back, and the only thing that makes it better is some delicious food from Zaxby's. They're a proud sponsor of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And I can tell you that everyone on this team loves their chicken. Get all the favorites, such as their signature chicken sandwich, or try the new chicken finger tacos with your favorite drink. From amazing salads, wings, chicken fingers, and some of the best drinks around, there isn't a better way to enjoy our broadcast without getting some fantastic meals from Zaxby's. Check out the two here in Phoenix City, one off Crawford Road and the other on US 80. Thank you again to Zaxby's for sponsoring Georgia-Alabama Sports Live, and make sure you call them for all your catering and tailgating needs this football season.
Welcome to the Campus Academy Private School, where every student is celebrated for their individuality. With personalized curriculum, students unlock their potential, growing into confident learners. At the Campus Academy, we give teachers the freedom to create dynamic classrooms where every student's voice is heard. Discover the difference. Enroll your child today and watch them thrive.
Georgia, Alabama. Sports Live will be your go-to for all your favorite high school and collegiate games this fall. From the Carver Tigers to the Columbus Blue Devils, the Harris County Tigers and Northside Patriots, the Glenwood Gators and Calvary Christian Knights, the Pacelli Vikings and Brookstone Cougars, to the Smith Station Panthers and Russell County Warriors, from CVCC, Pirates basketball and baseball, and every tournament from here to Macon. We are the #1 destination for anything happening in East Alabama and West Central Georgia. Be sure to like and follow us on YouTube and Facebook, and stay tuned for even more amazing ways we will be bringing Georgia, Alabama Sports Live to you this upcoming season. We can't wait to come see you next.
And welcome back to the Muscogee County Coach Show. As we finally got him on, he is the Carver head football coach, Coach Pierre Coffey. Coach, I wanted to bring you on the Muscogee County Coach Show because you have a very big region game tomorrow against Sumter County. How have you been, and what has been the preparation as you guys get ready for Sumter County?
Oh, I've been great. How about you?
Doing great. I'm just excited about this game against Sumter County. It's not necessarily for the region because you still have some games on the schedule, but the winner of this game is in the driver's seat to win the region.
Absolutely. And I guess to answer your question, and we've been taking it, one day at a time, just focusing on the small things, just trying to attack practice with a laser-like focus and be, extremely detailed, with just each facet of the game and our preparation. And so, our guys have been locked in. We're coming off a bye where I think everybody in our region was on a bye, with an exception of Hardaway and Columbus. And so, they were on a bye as well. So, I think we've all utilized that time, to really game plan for each other and make sure that we fine tune, just a small detail.
Coach, talk about that 3-game stretch where you outscored your opponents 119-0 as the defensive coordinator, Justin Newman. He has a nickname for that defense called the Dark Side. Really, what goes into the preparation to have your defense play lights out and only give up a touchdown to Shaw the last game?
Right. Well, those guys, they get after it at practice. Offensively and defensively, they really go after each other. We always start practice off with some type of competition, whether it's red zone, third downs, first downs. We might even start practice off with an Oklahoma drill, just to do something to kind of, get the guys fired up at practice. And those guys, they do a great job of holding each other accountable. And they take a lot of pride in and trying to shut people out. They run gases for every point that they give up. So, they take a lot of pride in trying to keep the opposing offense out of the end zone.
Coach, let's talk about the matchup against Sumter County. They are undefeated at 7-0, but the common opponents that they have beaten, Shaw and Spencer, they have beaten by 1 point. Have you been able to look at the film to see how you match up against Sumter County, and then seeing that you've already played Spencer and Shaw and you saw that they lost to Sumter County by 1 point?
Mm-hmm. Well, I will say this, just looking at Sumter County, they are extremely athletic. They're fast. Their D line, I think, anchors their defense. They got some big guys in the interior. And they do a really good job just rallying to the ball. And another thing that you see, even in the 2 games where they won by 1 point, they were down, but they did a really good job of rallying back and, staying together and doing everything that they had to do to win the game. So we're excited about the matchup. I think they're a really good football team. They look very well coached. They got some good receivers, good running backs. So, we're excited about the matchup.
Coach, I know that the cliche is to take it one game at a time, but knowing that everything is in front of you, especially in 2A, the deep run that you made in the playoffs last year, making it all the way to the semifinals in 3A. Latest polls, it has you ranked as one of the top teams in 2A. But how far can this Carver team go? I know that if you win the region, you're guaranteed to host at least two first and second round playoff matches, possibly a quarterfinal and a semifinal. We know that Carver has had a history of making deep runs in the playoffs before, but what is this team looking like as far as competing at the 2A level?
I mean, yeah, right now we are ranked number 3, but it just kind of it goes back to even in the years past, it's always been just 1 week at a time. You try not to look forward, or most definitely not look past anybody, but look forward. When you got a game, that week. So it's just kind of 1 week at a time. I think this team, they have kind of taken on the identity of, they want to be, one of the best teams to come through here and play football. When they the way that they prepare and the way that they hold each other accountable. But with all that being said, they still just 1 week at a time. And right now it's America something.
Coach, talk about your offense. And it starts with your quarterback, Matthew Mungden, who's just continued to improve from last season. And he really can't do it by himself. It's that O-line that's protecting him, giving him time to throw the football. But it's also those weapons. You added a running back who played at Russell County, Kelston Popcorn Tarver, who is just a phenomenal athlete. Just seeing him on that kickoff return against Shaw. I mean, we seen him make big plays at Russell County, but bringing him into the fold, I mean, of course, Jacoby Caslin has been doing his thing. Braylon Jakes, I mean, he is just a sure possession receiver. Just talk about those weapons you have on offense that allows the Carver offense to get into rhythm, to move the ball on people, and really what's special about this offense that you give credit to that offensive coordinator of yours and really that O-line just protecting your quarterback.
Yeah, Q has done an amazing job of just, progressing each week. He just kind of, he holds himself accountable. He holds the other guys accountable. And he's done an amazing job of just, looking at his flaws and his weaknesses and working on them each week. And so, he's done a really good job with that. Offensively, Jacoby Caslin and Kelston Tarver and Braylon Jakes and Tristan Givens, and, those guys, Ace Thomas, those guys, they're very competitive. Jacoby Caslin right now, he's our leading rusher. I think he has around 760 yards right now in the season, 11 touchdowns, and Kelston does an amazing job, when he gets in and with the carries that he gets and the other things that he does with the football. And then Braylon Jakes, I mean, he's kind of been our spark plug in a lot of the big games this season. He's very seasoned. He's a 3-star. He makes some big time catches, and those guys, they all
Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC offers popular full-size trucks with a legacy of strength and durability. Side by side, the new Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra 1500s, discounted up to $13,000 off. Or big, heavy-duty Chevy and GMC 2500s, discounted up to $8,000 off. Rugged durability, powerful engines, and advanced technology. Choose your perfect truck today at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika.
Get ready to smile.
All right, we're back on the Muscogee County Coaches Show. Coach Coffey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear now.
All right. You were talking about really that offense. Yeah. I mean, just incredible weapons.
Yeah, what I was saying, they do a really good job of complimenting each other, just the talents that they have. Each person kind of does something different. They kind of add a little, flair to the offense. And then our offensive line has done a really good job of, one, gelling together, but then two, getting better each week, starting from Lee County on down to now. They've been a cohesive unit. So, I'm really pleased with that because, if those guys up front not doing their job, it's hard to produce anything offensively. So they've done a really good job of getting better each week.
Coach, I do want to talk about, preparing your players to play at the next level, because we've seen many Carver players that go on not only to play at the collegiate level, but also play in the NFL. I mean, we know the names already: DJ Jones, Nate Odoms, Isaiah Crowell, Jarvis Jones, Brinston Buckner. I'm looking at like some of the latest Rivals.com class of 2026. You've got a very special D-line player who plays both sides of the ball, Tristan Givens. It seems like every time we call a Carver game, Tristan Givens is in that backfield, either for a tackle for a loss or a sack. Just what is the work ethic that makes Tristan Givens special? Because with him being an athlete, he's able to play wide receiver. He's able to play defensive end. I mean, I think the future is bright, especially with him only being a junior. He's just only going to get better.
Right, absolutely. And, in regards to his preparation, he really attacks the weight room. He's a really good football player, but he's an even better person. And he comes in and he's a good student. He kills it in the weight room. He's a competitor. He takes it very serious when he don't feel like he's performing up to the par, to the standard in which he, knows he's capable of. So, that's what sets him apart. And he just has such a great competitive nature.
All right, Coach, my final question to you is how can Carver alumni, Carver fans come out and get tickets for this massive game tomorrow against Sumter County?
Yeah, absolutely. The games are on GoFan. You can go to the GoFan and the Carver page and get tickets. It's homecoming, so we want it to be packed out there. We need everybody out there screaming with their cowbells and their jugs full of coins and rocks and, cheering on the Tigers. And so we want everybody in Muscogee County. I think we're the only game in town tomorrow night, I think. And so we need everybody in Muscogee County here tomorrow night at Otis Spencer, 7 p.m.
Yeah, Otis Spencer. I mean, we were there last week for the Midtown Showdown. We expect to see a massive crowd at Otis Spencer tomorrow, as it's Carver, it's Sumter County, both undefeated in the region. The winner is pretty much in the driver's seat to win the region with 2 games left to play. Coach, really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule. I know we're doing this late because you got football practice, but good luck against Sumter County. I
literally just walked in the house. It was perfect.
Perfect timing. Yeah, good luck against Sumter County. By the way, I do want to say we want as many people out in Columbus to come out and see Carver and Sumter County. But if for some reason, if you can't make it to the game, you know that we are going to have it on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. But yeah, we encourage people to make it out to Otis Spencer to see the Carver Tigers.
Absolutely.
All right, that was Coach Pierre Coffey of the Carver Tigers football team getting ready to take on Sumter County in probably the game of the region so far this year. This has been just a great Muscogee County coaches show. I had the Columbus volleyball coach, had the Spencer volleyball coach, Coach Coffey from the Carver Tigers. Thank you so much. Don't forget, next Wednesday, we've got office hours, the real life of an athletics director, and then we're going to have the Muscogee County coaches show in 2 weeks. So we will see you then. Have a great rest of your night, everybody.